All you.
Um,
Whoa.
So this is a picture of a pituitary adenoma, which is not a picture of my own head, but it is something that I have, and I found out in February that I have it, and it's basically a tumor. It doesn't do anything to me, but
What are they telling you though? How did you know? I mean,
I found out by accident, actually. Like, I was getting my blood drawn, and I passed out, and I knew I was going to pass out. I told
Right.
my mom over and over I was going to pass out, but it looked like I was having a seizure, so she wanted me to get tests done, so I got, like, 2 MRIs and EEG done, and they found a tumor like that, and so I went to, what are they called, endocrinologist?
Yes.
And I found it doesn't do anything, like, to the hormones in my body or anything, but...
no
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, but like usually sometimes they cause like gigantism or like they can like affect the
Yeah, I can see that with the pituitary gland. I've heard about that a lot. Yeah.
And they only affect 1 in 5 adults and like 10% of people in the whole world. So
No
it's
kidding.
very rare. Yeah. And other than this, I also have scoliosis, and which only affects 2 to 3% of the population in America.
How severe?
It's kind of severe. I had to wear a brace for 3 years.
Really?
School. Yeah.
The tank one that goes around and keeps you upright and
Yeah.
straight?
Yeah.
That, you didn't have to wear while you sleep, did you?
I did.
Oh.
Time, yeah.
What's
I had a friend.
scoliosis?
Scoliosis is where your spine curves, like permanently. So I actually have an S-shaped spine.
They used to do this to us when we were in middle school. You had to take your hands like this and bend over forward and they'd look at your spine.
Yeah.
You went to 2 lines, just like yours is straight, you might have it. Yours is straight, you might have it kind of thing.
So that's what I have. And I think I found that this out in January of this year, and this year was actually a really stressful year. And I found scoliosis out when I was 10. And I actually have prepubescent puberty too. And I found that out when I was 3, so I actually started developing, like, growing faster and over about.
Was that because possibly the pituitary gland?
I'm not sure. I went through old records and I found I had it too when I was 6.
You are a modern
Yeah.
medical miracle.
And only 1% of the population has this pre-precocious puberty.
Do you buy lotto tickets? Because I want you to buy me a few.
So if you
Wow.
put that all together, I think I'm a very rare person.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I think the only reason I was really able to get through all of this is because of the support of my family, which
Yeah.
is really great. My family is so amazing. I love my sister so much.
Pure trouble.
She's so cool. This is us when we're little. Oh.
Good morning. Mr. Pasalacqua is still waiting for the following students: Brandon Bogue, Paige Dickens,
Do you want me to keep
Patrick Ellison, Grace House, Jacob Palmer, Haley Robinson, Jacqueline Vasquez, and Noah Wiles. Please report down to the auditorium for a meeting with Mr. Pasalacqua. Thank you.
Continue like nothing happened.
I think that my sister is the biggest role model in my life. She's 6 years older than I am, and she has helped me to push me forward through all the struggles in my life. Like, she's gone through things faster than I have, obviously. She's going to graduate college this year before me, and she is a lot stronger than I am, and I think she's a very smart person, and she really helps me every time that I have a problem. She helps me to solve my problems, and she helps me with my work, and I don't think that she realizes that she's a really amazing person. I think when she was in high school, she had not very great friends, and I think that kind of tore her down, but it helps me to realize that to be a better person helps me to see the world in a better way and to see people through different eyes.
The thing I've noticed since I've run into her and we talk, she has become her.
Yeah.
She's more happy just being her, feeling like she doesn't have to be somebody else. She's so Tara right now, and every time I see her, I talk to her, she's glowing.
And
So
she's so funny because she always acts like she's so jealous of me, and I'm like, why? Because you're so amazing. And she doesn't realize it at times.
you'll get there. You'll
Yeah.
get there.
We're so adorable. When I was little, I used to love dressing up so much. I was a bat.
Oh, I'm
That's
thinking
what
where
I
the
was.
wild things are or something.
the
It's
bad
kinda
costume.
scary.
I used to love dressing up. We had a whole box full of dress up clothes. And my mom was telling me the other day when I showed her this photo, she's like, we couldn't get you guys to stop dressing up at all. Like, we would wear Halloween costumes like that all year round. Like, I had a
So would my kids.
I had
They're
this, like,
scary enough.
101 Dalmatians costume. I would wear it year round.
I bet they were adorable in that one. That's good.
These are my favorite photos of us. I don't know why. I had that Barbie Jeep for the longest time. That was my favorite thing in the world. And this kind of represents our relationship, that photo right there. She's very lovey-dovey, and I'm like, please stop. Just do it in public all the time. Like, no. I actually drew a photo of that last year for art. It was my very final photo.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, I drew it, and I was gonna put it in here, but when I looked at it, I was like, no, this is kind of ugly. And then that's us this year. We did a color run, and she actually wants us to start training for a half marathon together. So I think next spring or next fall we're going to do that.
Good
together.
goal.
And then my dad was a very influential person in my life. He's kind of helped me and shape me into a very such mind, like very down to earth. I like to have very like educational conversations with him. We have very deep talks about anything when I have school conversations about with him, and he helps me with my homework a lot. He's just a really great guy. And I don't know. My parents got divorced when I was 10, so it's really nice when they were together. He worked night shifts, and now when they're divorced, I actually get to see him a lot more because they work during the day. I like it a lot better this way now that they're divorced. And then my mom, I love this photo. She told me not to put it up here, but we went to Vegas and she's acting really funny. She's really, we fight a lot, but I really love her too. She did a lot for me and my sister, and I don't think that we recognize her enough for that. She takes a lot of time off of work, and she puts a lot of time and money and effort into us and trying to raise us to be good people. She actually took a lot of time and effort into getting me 3 college visits next month, so I can go down to Indiana and look at 2 different schools in 2 days and a whole full tour. And she does it all for the 2 of us. It's really amazing what she does. 5 years ago, or 6 or 7 now actually, when I was about 10, we went to Romania because we have like so many different friends there. My mom worked in the SAC, and she knew so many different people from Romania, and these were just some of the views that we had. And that was a palace that we went to, and I love traveling now because of my family, and it's really kind of opened my eyes to seeing all the different cultures and the influences of the world. And I've never really had a view that people were very different from me because of it. And then Central, my mom works at Central, and I never had the option, like my mom she's always told me and my sister that we have to go to college because she never went to college. And my dad only went to college for 2 years, but he never got a degree. So it's never been an option for us to not go to college. And my mom has worked at college since she was 20. And I talked to my aunt over the summer, and I finally realized why she worked at Central. And it was because she wanted me and my sister to get an education for free.
That's huge.
Yeah. Like if we wanted that education, we got it. And that's amazing. And then Doctors Without Borders. In my future, I want to become a doctor. And I think it kind of has a lot to do with my health because I've always kind of grown up in a hospital. And I want to kind of give back and travel in the world and do Doctors Without Borders. Because I love helping people, and there's nothing more to me than helping. And I love the medicine part of it, and I love learning about people. I really want to study anthropology and biology when I go to college, and learn about all different places and travel the world. So that's all.
Awesome. Well done.